Our state has always been known because of its natural resources and wildlife. We come from a land where we have people like Jadav Payeng, known as the Forest Man of India, the man who single-handedly planted a forest. According to National Geographic, most of the fires caused in the Amazon rainforest is due to human activity or deforestation. In Brazil, which controls the majority of the vast forest, regulations were put into place over a decade ago to curb the expanse of deforestation. But these rules have been loosened by the new Brazilian administration. As the Amazon rainforest burned, 2.3 million animals died in just 7.7% of its total area. Now, with the coal mining in Dehing Patkai, what does this mean for the many animals who call the reserve their home? The Dehing Patkai Elephant Reserve is known as the Amazon of the East. It is the largest rainforest in India. Among the various animal species living here are the Indian tiger, Asian elephant, Bengal tiger, leopard cat, and much more. The reserve is also a host to around 293 different species of birds. This virgin rainforest stretches for about 575 square kilometers across Tinsukia, Dibrugarh, and Sivsagar districts in Upper Assam. But it might not be long that the beauty of this place is completely destroyed. The Amazon of the East is perhaps soon to become a history. And this is not because of the coronavirus pandemic or lockdown. This huge rainforest might soon look something like this. On April, the National Board for Wildlife took a decision of coal mining in Saleki of Dehing Patkai Elephant Reserve. This decision was taken in the wake of coronavirus lockdown through a video conferencing under the chair of Prakash Javadekar, the chairman of NBWL. Ever since then, environmentalists have intensified their protest. They have also claimed that illegal coal mining has been going on in this area for quite a while now. A pan-India movement to save Dehing Patkai has already started in social media. We have got in touch with a few people who have been actively participating in the movement. And here's why you really need to hear them.
Speaking from the wildlife perspective, how this particular project will impact the flora and fauna of that particular region, it's really very sad to say that a lot of species will go extinct even before we know their presence in that particular region. There will be series of mass extinctions, but that is a worst case scenario, right? Even before that, there is a chapter of human-animal conflict or human-animal negative interaction. The elephant-human conflict in that particular region is already very large. There are several elephant corridors in that region which will get destroyed because of this particular project. Apart from that, in the light of the current events, I won't be exaggerating if I say that due to tampering or meddling with nature, the whole world are in their knees right now. So the forest, you see, harbors a great number of pathogens which cause diseases. So as soon as the forest will be cut down, several chances of the outbreak of this particular diseases will arise manifold. Apart from that, you see, there is Holong, which is the state tree of Assam. There is Deoha, white-winged duck in that particular region. There is a state flower, Kopo, in that particular region. So the diversity would be greatly hampered. From perspective, the forest is a very good source of a very good sink of carbon, and as a result of cutting down of the forest, the carbon will get released back into the environment, which will definitely contribute to the already existing climate crisis. Apart from that, the forest is a very good source of groundwater recharge. It cycles the water in a very good way, as it is a rainforest, so it also affects the rainfall pattern in that particular region, which will get hampered.
Open cast coal mining is not only detrimental for the wildlife, but also it is very much harmful for the environment and the people residing nearby the coal mines area. कोल माइन से बहुत ज्यादा टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंस रिलीज होते हैं विच मिक्स विद द वाटर बॉडीज एंड इट विल create certain diseases or certain implications in the human body, like high amount of iron, sulfur. ये बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्टिव होता है के क्षेत्र पे. ऑल्सो हियरिंग लॉस हो सकता है, ब्रीथिंग प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, बिकॉज बहुत सारा टॉक्सिक गैस रिलीज होता है ड्यूरिंग द कोल माइनिंग. तो जिससे कैंसर, अस्थमा, ब्लैक लंग्स नाम का डिजीज होने का चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होता है.
Even the villagers have been very instrumental in preserving this forest, and we strongly feel that Dehing Patkai and Save Dehing Patkai is just an extension of what they have been doing all these years. At this point of time, we also feel that together with the power of social media and youth, we'll take this student-centric movement to the next level and will make aware of what is the significance of the Dehing Patkai landscape.
In 1973, Coal India Limited had applied for a land lease in an area of 4 square mile within which falls the current proposed 98.59 hectare for 30 years. In 2003, the Forest Conservation Act came into force in that area, and in the same year, the land lease of CIL got expired. So after that, it was mandatory for CIL to apply for both the renewal of the lease and approval from the central government under Section 2 of Forest Conservation Act of 1980 to continue mining in that area. But they had applied for the same only with a due in year 2012. Moreover, in a site inspection report, it was clearly mentioned that out of 98.59 hectare, around 73 hectare had already been broken. Even after all these violations of forest laws, the Forest Advisory Committee had still recommended a proposal for approval of Stage 1 clearance, and on the basis of that, the central government had granted Stage 1 clearance to the proposal on 26 December 2019. Now, before granting the Stage 2 clearance, which is the final, the approval from National Board for Wildlife is required.
The proposal for the use of 98.59 hectare of land in Saleki proposed reserve forest for coal mining by Northeastern Coalfields Coal India Limited was considered in the 54th meeting of the Standing Committee of National Board for Wildlife, which was held on 18 July 2019. In the same meeting, it was also decided that a committee comprising of Professor Harshita, who is a member of NBWL, was also represented from Wildlife Division, who is also the State Chief Wildlife Warden, shall visit the site for inspection and submit a report to the Ministry within 1 month. And accordingly, a report was submitted by Professor Harshita on 22nd October 2019. In which he states that 57.20 hectare of the proposed 98.59 hectare of forest land was already broken by the user agency, that is Northeastern Coalfields. That is the Northeastern Coalfields already carried out coal mining in the 57.20 hectares of land of the proposed 98.59 hectares of forest land without any prior approval from the government, leaving out only 41.39 hectare of unbroken land. In the same meeting, it was also planned to arrange a meeting with the officials of the Coal India Limited. Accordingly, a meeting was held along with the officials of the Coal India Limited on 21st January 2020 under the chairmanship of Honorable Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, where vast information was sought from the user agency and several suggestions were made. In the 57th meeting of the Standing Committee of NBWL, which was held on 7th April 2020 through video conference, the proposal was considered by the Standing Committee, providing with 2 conditions to be fulfilled by the user agency. They are as follows. The proposal for broken up area is recommended for approval subject to submission of a rectified site-specific mine reclamation plan in consultation with the Assam Forest Department. For the unbroken area, the matter will be considered after the user agency submits a feasibility report for underground mining and also submits compliance report regarding fulfillment of all other conditions as recommended in the meeting held on 21st January 2020.